Okay, hello again guys. So as promised, we've come back to our area and now we are going to go in search of what caused the commotion that we heard early hours of this morning. We're not sure what we're going to find. We're going to start looking now.
Yeah, there was a lot of noise. It sounded like something got killed. So we're going to go investigate now.
And see what we find. It is a bit dangerous. So we have also waited for some time so that in case there was something feeding, it probably would be finished by now. You don't want to stumble across something that's just made a kill or that's just started feeding. So I think now we've waited long enough and we go have a look, see what we can find. Hold thumbs. Okay, ladies and gents, so we've gone looking and we found some very promising sign, which I'm going to show you now. We found a very fresh drag mark, so it looks like our initial thoughts were accurate. It looks like something's been killed here, early hours of the morning. So we're going to pick up the trail now, and then we're going to follow, and then let's see what we can find. It is quite a dangerous thing to do, so we're going to take it easy, we're going to go slow, and we'll see how it goes. But you can see here, so there you can see the blood trail. Okay, so this is probably where something was killed. You can see there's some scuff marks, and then if you look, it looks like it was dragged in that direction.
Trail's going that way.
Okay. So we're going to do our best, and we're going to follow. See, there's more blood here on these grass stems. You see the drag marks going through the bush here. Bit difficult to see any tracks or to see what was killed and what killed it because the grass is a bit long, but quite a clear drag mark going straight through here. Cool. Okay guys.
There's a drag here coming down the bank.
So you can see where we are actually now is very, very close to our camp. It's probably, what you say, 60 meters?
I'd say about 100 meters.
100 meters from our shelter. So it was very, very close.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just going to tread lightly now because we don't know where this thing is. Stop. Hey, guys, sorry for stopping suddenly there, but as we stood up after looking at that last little blood trail, we looked up and there in the fork of this big marilla tree is an impala carcass. Okay, so I'd imagine, judging by the fact that it has been hoisted up into a tree, that it was a leopard that killed it early hours of this morning. I'm not sure why it left. We have had a look around, we've made sure it's pretty safe. Last thing you want to do is walk into a predator on a carcass. So yeah, here we are. I'm going to show it to you guys now, what we can see from where we're standing. So right up in the fork, there you can see the impala. Okay, just make sure. See, it's a perfect little spot as well. Little rocky outcrop, big tree, and right on this drainage line, the same drainage line that we built our shelter in. Okay guys, so you can see the leopard must have come up this way. If you look carefully on this rock there, you'll see some blood. So the leopard must have hoisted him up here, up this little rock face. It just shows you how unbelievably powerful these animals actually are. Okay guys, so what we think must have happened is this leopard killed this impala, obviously, and then dragged it up here, and it looks like by the amount of blood on here that it fed here for some time. There's also bits of hair there. So what leopards normally do is they pluck the hair out of the animal's rump normally before they start eating it. But as you can see, if you look from here, our shelter is down there. So it is very unusual that this impala hasn't really been fed on. It has been fed on a little bit. You can see the leopard did start feeding on its rump, and that was probably while it was here on the rock. But us being so close to where the kill happened, we probably made a noise and spooked the leopard, and he or she tried to hoist the carcass, but got spooked and decided to retreat. So nothing else has touched this carcass because it's so close to our shelter. But what are the odds? We heard lion last night, and a leopard ends up catching an impala right close to our shelter. So very awesome. So what we're going to do now, we were about to start setting traps and looking for food, but we've been gifted a meal. The leopard obviously isn't coming back. I think he's long gone by now, she's long gone by now, so we're going to take this impala down. Just a little bit of the rump's been eaten, so there's a lot of meat on there. And we're going to skin it, and we're going to gut it, and we're going to cook some meat that'll hopefully last us for a few days. And we'll show you guys how to do that. Or Dane's going to show you guys how to do that. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Exciting. Okay guys, I was trying to be as calm as possible earlier, but very, very exciting to have found this. Crazy that this happened so close to our shelter. Again, it just shows you, you can never be too careful. And luckily we built a very solid structure with acacia thorns and logs and whatnot. So very cool. So this next part of the video, just a warning, if there are any sensitive viewers out there, don't look at it. For the guys that are interested in how to skin an animal and how to gut it and how to take meat from it, you guys are welcome to watch. This is one of those times we are surviving, we're in a survival situation, and we are pitted against the wildlife that we're sharing the environment with. So just as the leopard killed the impala to survive, we need this meat to survive. We don't have any food at the moment, and we just got really, really lucky with this today. So really grateful to that leopard, and as I mentioned, he wasn't coming back anyway. He's hardly eaten. He obviously got spooked by us early hours of this morning, and he decided to take off, and he hasn't been back since then, with only a little bit eaten, probably while we were asleep. So the meat would have gone to waste, and that's how we're going to make use of it, and we're going to take as much as we can, and we'll leave the rest to any scavengers that come by here. So what Dane's busy doing is he is...
Not the prettiest sight, but yeah, now I've got to skin it. Take the skin off and remove the innards or the guts, and take the good pieces of meat.
Okay.
Yeah, for those sensitive viewers, look away.
Okay, so that is the stomach. That big ball there, that needs to come out because that's just full of poof. And we'll leave that to the scavengers. Okay guys, so we finished. We've taken what we needed from this impala, and we thank the leopard that caught it. It's helped us a hell of a lot. We'll have food for the next couple of days at least, and then we'll have to think of plan B once that's run out. I don't think we're going to get this lucky again. This doesn't happen often. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the remainder of the carcass, put it back where we found it, in case this leopard comes back here. At least he'll still have something to eat. Okay. And it's a struggle for me to pull this thing up here, and it's already gutted and it's skinned. So you can imagine a full impala weighs about 45 kilograms. To pull that up this rock first and then put it into the tree just using its jaw muscles just shows you how powerful a leopard really is. I'm struggling, and this is only really half an impala. So we'll leave it there, and if anything wants to come and have a snack, okay, so Dane's got his little impala skin pouch with our meat in it.
I don't know what you're having, Josh. This is all mine.
And the leg. I'll chase him down just now, don't worry. And that's it, guys. Hope you learned something, hope you enjoyed. And just remember, this is nature, and yeah, we're part of the ecosystem now, we have to act accordingly. Okay guys, just to show you, on our way back to camp, and look what we found. Look here, where I'm circling. Okay, tracks of a big male leopard, the three lobes, indicative of a cat. And if I show you where this fallen tree is, that's where our shelter is. Where Dane's standing there, there's more tracks. So this leopard that killed this impala came right within 8 meters of where we were sleeping last night. And yeah, I just want to try and point out one more track to you. You can see here again, this indentation here. Okay, so you walk down, another nice track here. See the back of the pad there, and the toes over there. There's another track there. You can see the pad and the toes. Okay, so this leopard then obviously went on during the night to provide us with our impala. He must have walked down the drainage line. Crazy stuff in the bush. Lion and leopard activity on our first night. Okay, again, apologies for any sensitive viewers, but just to show you our spread that we managed to get from the impala. So here we've got the 2 fillets, okay, which we're going to cook on the coals, and then we've got these 2 long pieces are the back straps. Okay, so we're probably going to make that into biltong, and then here is the liver, which we're going to cook up as well. So that's what we're going to be living off for the next couple of days. The bush provided, luckily for us. The sun is just setting over there.
And I am getting very hungry.
Yeah, no, our tummies are grumbling, so we're going to get to cooking, and we'll let you guys know how it tastes.
We have the pieces of meat from the impala that we found, the leopard kill. Very fortunate for that, because yeah, this is a good, huge bounty for us, and a lot of energy, a lot of protein in this impala meat. It's probably like the best meat that you can get. No, completely natural, organic, if for lack of a better word. And yeah, so we're gonna cook these on our skewers that we're making with some green twigs, and yeah, hopefully the predators don't come around smelling. We're gonna have to be careful, keep our watch through the night, and yeah, we are gonna enjoy this now and hopefully sleep well too. Good morning, guys. Yeah, just woken up on our second morning here out in the bush, and yeah, it was a very restless night. Didn't sleep much at all. Was very worried about that carcass that we left from that leopard kill. Yeah, and also the smell of meat around camp. Yeah, I was quite worried that somebody would come investigate, especially after seeing that leopard spoor so close. Yeah, and it was also very cold. Couldn't really get warm. Yeah, and constantly worrying about predators, but just glad we made it. Sun is rising, and yeah, looking forward to the day ahead.
Look at this, guys. Okay, so we've woken up, to find a journey of 6 giraffe right in front of our shelter. So just to show you, that is where our shelter is, where those branches are sticking out there. Just up the bank, lovely group of giraffe come to wish us well for the day. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 giraffe this morning. Beautiful. Always unpredictable in the bush. We had a quietish night, but there's never something far away. So you can hear the oxpeckers Sounds like a rattle. Also a very important bird call to know in the bush, because it's always an indication that there's a big animal close by. In this case, 6 giraffe, just in front of our shelter, which is there again. Can't see it too well because it's hidden by the bank, but just where those spiky poles are sticking up, that's where we spend our nights.